Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Casual Report. We're on the wrong window, I've just noticed, but it doesn't matter. We'll crack on. I'm your host, JT, joined by the Casual Report Furniture. Jam is in the house. Say hello, Jam.
I am.
And for this very special episode, me and Jam will be running through Casual Report Legends. Bishop is back on the show, back in the house, right?
Not sure about Legends, but yeah.
Mate,
hey,
legend, mate. I'm very well, mate. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for doing this. I appreciate it very much.
Mate, it's a fucking pleasure, honestly. It's a fucking pleasure to be back again. It's been a while. It's been a long time.
I'm loving this, mate. But while we're all there, I'm just going to swap us around quick. Bishop, mate, we'll start with you. How are you doing?
I am doing very well, thank you, right? I haven't really been in the gaming scene for very long, very recently, because I've been very much doing music.
Music. How's the music shit going? Is it still good or?
Pretty decently at the moment, yeah. Actually, we're doing really well. We're sort of we're hanging. We're kind of like hanging behind. We're not really going to be doing any gigging until like halfway through next year, but yeah, we're getting there. You know,
yeah, I enjoy that. If I'm about,
that's all we care about. We enjoy ourselves. So that's it's a fun bit. But yeah. In terms of gaming, I've been playing some games with some friends and stuff like that, but nothing too major.
Thrill me, mate. What have you been on?
Can you guess?
Binding of Isaac. Just top of my head.
Oof. You know what? I'll give it you. Because yes,
I
was playing. I was actually, I played some Infinite. I actually played some Master Chief Collection with some friends the other day.
How is Halo Infinite now?
So season 4 just released.
Right.
It's definitely getting better.
Oh, we're getting there, yeah.
We're getting there.
Cool, mate. Cool.
I still think it's got a long ways to go. Yeah.
Right. Lovely.
G's right. Marvel Snap is what I've been playing. Yeah.
Marvel Snap, the greatest game ever made.
I've never actually played it.
I played it once. I won, and then I was like, "Oh, this is cool," and then played it again. Think about what you will, mate.
I've heard some good things about it, so I might get it at some point, but. I'm just very hesitant to buy. Just to like download.
I know what you're I know, mate.
Phone games because they're just very sort of sorry, but Blizzard. Sorry. Anyway, Jam, how are you doing, mate? How's things on your?
I need to kiss that. I'm chilling. Yeah, I'm good. I've just been playing Street Fighter 6, and that's it.
Oh yeah, the new Street Fighter came out, didn't it, very recently?
Does it?
It's extremely good.
On a scale of 1 to dope ass video game, what were we dealing with?
It's dope ass video games.
Is this like when you think Street Fighter? Is this what you wanted out of the game or what?
Yeah, this is the full package, and it's sick because it's like it feels like a bigger game than Street Fighter 5 is now, and we're at the beginning of its life cycle. So
big as in
sick.
like huge as in. A lot of people play it.
What a hell of a lot of people! It hit 1 million in the first week.
Oh.
Damn, that's pretty good for a fighting game. To be fair, that is pretty big.
To be fair,
what one, Chloe?
Oh, Chloe's here. Buzz off this, mate. I do mean to get it, but I'm just a bit. I'm very busy, mate.
You get bodied by me. That's why you don't want it.
No, I sort you out all day long, mate. But I just like
Skibbo. You're scared of.
Like, mate, did I ever tell you about the time that I beat Gibbo on Dragon Ball FighterZ? Just absolutely.
I don't remember you ever saying that.
Sorry.
I'm good, Chloe. How are you?
Yeah, how are you, Chloe, mate?
Your guys' thoughts on the new Mortal Kombat X that's just been announced?
Mortal Kombat 10.
What 1?
Mortal Kombat 1.
Mortal Kombat 1. That's it.
It doesn't look too dissimilar, but don't think it's broken. But I probably will. I will end up getting it.
It looks like Mortal Kombat, Bishop. You know what I'm saying, mate?
It looks like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. That's really interesting. I've never been massively into fighting games, really, other than probably Soul Calibur.
There's another one you quite like as well, Bishop. Don't lie.
And Smash Brothers.
There you go, mate.
All right. Okay. All right. But yeah, yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't go out my way to just pick up and play them.
Oh yeah, but
they are amazing games to play with friends and stuff like that. And when you got people around and shit, it's good fun.
That's fair, mate. Bishop, no time for pleasantries today, mate. Reason why you're here is because...
Hang on.
What?
You usually ask how all your guests are doing, and then you say, "Ask me." We haven't done that yet.
I just said no time for pleasantries today.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you've got one more guest. You haven't asked
No, I
how
haven't.
they're doing.
Is Winston there? I can't see him. It's Grant's here.
This is the reason why I might have to pop up. I'm a lip.
That's weird, that.
Yeah. Why? Grant, how are you,
Yeah.
mate? I don't know if I can't hear you. I don't think, but
Fucking...
he's here, mate.
There you go. Speak all you like. Speak up.
Running that marble snap, mate.
There you go. Buzzing, mate.
He's all about the marble snap.
Are you
mate.
all
He's
over
about
it? I had a mate who used to work with someone who's all over it. He's in the. I get notifications on Facebook with his. Oh, I could use this card in this deck.
Oh, it's Lewis.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't care about this. Go away.
Overview.
Yeah, Favagu, mate. Grant, are you getting that new Pokemon DLC, mate, when it drops?
Oh God.
I'm probably going to wait for the second one, because what I did with Sword and Shields was I purchased it and then forgot about the second release, and I just sort of like, nah. So I'm going to wait.
I did that.
There's too long a gap between the first and the second, so I just lost interest.
Yeah, I know what you
That's
mean.
fair enough, mate.
New Breath of the Wild looks
So
absolutely
maybe when it's at
incredible.
a full release, and maybe when it's not, performance issues to hell.
Mm-hmm.
When the DLC is frames per second.
Mate, yeah, definitely, mate. Right,
Yeah, that's
okay.
definitely gonna happen.
Well, now, Bishop, no time for pleasantries, mate.
Yes, mate. Yes, mate.
'Cause
Very important day. Very
brought
important
you
day.
on because we're going to run through the top 10 Dope Pass video games, yeah? This is your list. Did you give yourself any stipulations, or did you just pick your favourite games?
It was a hard list to get, to be honest. I'll be honest. Even before this stream, I was tweaking it.
Was RuneScape on it, by any chance?
I mean, you'll have to find out, won't
We'll
you?
have
That's
to
the whole
find
point
out.
of this list,
We'll have
mate.
to
That's the
find
whole
out,
point.
mate.
The whole point of this list is to find out. So, yeah.
So at £5,000 deep.
Thing is, though,
Mate.
you say that though, Grant, but there are two different versions of RuneScape, mate. There's RuneScape 3 and there's old school RuneScape. So, you know, I mean,
This is true. This is true.
so you know, I mean, there's a big difference. Obviously, I'd choose RuneScape 3 over old school RuneScape, obviously, because I like to spend money. Obviously, that's just what
Obviously.
I like.
No doubt about that, Bishop, mate. But Bishop, I hate to. I'm really intrigued by this. I know Jam's fuming he missed Phil's top 10.
Top 10.
It was. I love a top 10. Whenever you're ready, mate, just go into it. Number 10. Let's go.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I've actually done this like list, like fully listed. So like from 10 all the way down to 1. So let's start
Lovely,
at number 10. I have cheated a little bit here.
Oh, this is the double pack thing.
This is the double thing. Okay, so I kind of put these two games in kind of together because they roughly released around the same time, and they're both just fantastic games.
Mm-hmm.
Are they of the same franchise?
No, they are not.
This is cheating, but go on, I'm listening.
It's okay. There's a few
If you
of
say
them that are a bit
Blue
cheating.
Yellow, okay, you can have that. But if you tell me like Mass Effect and Halo, it's a bit different.
All I always say is like I definitely didn't do it on the bottom 3 because like I just didn't want to do that because I was just like no, that's cheating. That's cheating.
That's cheating. That's where you draw the line.
That's where I draw the line. Mate.
Okay, cool. Right.
So number 10, I've got Two Human, which I'm sure quite a few people who actually won't really have played, and Crackdown 3. Also an interesting game that I'm sure a lot of people have played.
Terry Crews.
That is the one with Terry Crews, Jam. Yeah.
That was about. I think that was like the first X thing, like test platform thing.
The cloud.
I might have gotten the wrong Crackdown here. Hang on.
Crackdown 3 is the latest one. Is that what you meant?
No, the latest one was absolute garbage.
Okay, not Jam, not Crackdown 3. Change it on your thing. I assume you got it open.
Crackdown 2. Crackdown 2 is the one I'm
right.
about.
Crackdown 2. Right. Bishop. Thrill me, mate. Why not Crackdown 3 or 1? Why
Right,
the second one?
Let's start by talking about Crackdown 2. Okay, so Crackdown 2, the reason why I chose Crackdown 2 was just purely for the fact that it had one of the most fun open worlds to just like roam around in. The way that you progressed was super fun. You basically like went around picking up orbs and stuff like that, which eventually allowed you to level up and get like higher jump speeds and jump heights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And just the way the game progressed was just really good fun. Like it was just really fun to play. And when you get towards the end of the game, you get a lot more like gadgets and stuff like that. Think of it a little bit like Breath of the Wild in terms of like the more you explore and stuff like that, the more gadgets and stuff like that you get. And you can kind of combine them together to make cars fly around, and like you can like do like a Just Cause thing where like you grapple one car to another car and stuff like that. It's that sort of vibe. It's just fun, and it's 4-player co-op as well, which is really good fun.
It was 4-player
Yeah,
co-op. I
I'm
forgot
pretty
about
sure it was 4-player co-op. Yeah.
You're on
and
it,
then
mate.
the other one was Too Human, which was for me it was just a really really good looter kind of like third person sort of game. It was just really good fun. It was I believe that was only a 2-player co-op game if I remember rightly.
All I know about Too Human is the case. That's all I've seen. Seen anything else?
Just the case.
I can see the dude on the front with his fucking things on his head and the door right above him. But why?
It was just a really fun game to like pick up and play with a friend or two and just just relax with, really. So
relax,
I remember it fond. I remember it fondly. I don't know really like too much more than that really with them, but like because it was a long time since I've played these games now, but I just remember them fondly and I quite like them.
That's the beauty, mate. Silicon Knights made that game. Who you may remember, who also made Jam.
Who made that game?
Silicon Knights.
I don't know. What did they make?
Twin Snakes.
What did they?
And Eternal Darkness. So, it's in good hands, mate, if anything. Like I said, I've not played it. But you enjoyed it, Bish.
Yeah, they're great games. Games.
Lovely, mate.
I take it all three of you have never played either of those games.
I played Crackdown 1. That's about as close as I'm getting.
Oh, you played the original Crackdown? Okay,
yeah.
right.
So it was like... It was,
so that's why.
Yeah. One of the original... I think it was original designer of Grand Theft Auto made Crackdown, right? Is that in the ballpark, or have I just missed that completely?
I don't know.
I think I'm right, but if I'm wrong, just let me know.
You probably are.
Probably that's the spirit, Bishop. I'm probably right. But yeah, if you had to shove one of these games off your list, which one would you shove off? If you had to, I'm not going to pull you out because it's your list. You can do what you want, mate.
Too Human probably would be.
Okay, so you'd have Crackdown 2 here if I pushed you.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, mate. Lovely. I like this list already, mate. What a cardboard cutout. That was quite funny, mate.
It does look like that though, because of the way that the sun is.
Jay, I thought Jam had the cardboard cutout.
Oh, mate.
That's amazing.
Lovely. So I love it. Like I said, nice one, Bishop. I appreciate that. Whenever you're ready, mate. Number 9.
All right. G was right. RuneScape's on the list.
Oh, is it?
It is, in fact, on the list at number 9. Old school.
Old school. Okay, yeah, cool.
Is it just called RuneScape, or is there another? Has it got other names?
Just RuneScape, isn't it?
It just used to be called RuneScape, but obviously now because they've got RuneScape 3, it's now called Old School RuneScape. So there are two different versions of RuneScape now. There's RuneScape 3 and there's RuneScape.
I'll put it in brackets, old school then.
Yeah. OG, mate. So Bishop, I must ask, why this one? Why not RuneScape 3? Why not RuneScape, whatever the other ones are called? Why this one?
A few different reasons. The first reason for me, purely just because of the first one is a lot more grinding than RuneScape 3. And I feel like there's a ton of players out there that really like that sort of old school grind.
Yeah.
The whole point of the game is to like just sort of AFK in the background while you're playing it, kind of thing. Just something to keep your mind busy while you're doing other things and stuff like that. And it's kind of one of those games. It's really good fun for that. I mean, like I have massive fond memories of being in high school and like playing RuneScape with my friends, like on PCs, like old school PCs and stuff like that.
That's when I played it in IT at school.
Right. Yeah, right. just some really old school like fond memories
Land parties.
from back then.
Obviously.
And but I think the thing that I like the most about old school RuneScape is just that any person can pick up and play it. It's like everybody's playthrough can be completely different because you can just go anywhere whenever you want. There's no restrictions. There is no like you can literally go anywhere and do whatever you want. And the only restrictions really are like level caps. But I mean that's like you can go back to that whenever you want and do it whenever you got the level, right? So it's just, and the you know, the way that you level up and stuff like that is super fun, and again, your experience with that could be different to somebody else's experience leveling up as well. Like you can go to different places and do different things. There's so much choice.
Yeah, definitely.
And even if you're just playing the free to play like the free to play like section, it's still just fantastic, really, really well designed, and still the reason why it's still today going massive.
It's still on. It's still going in. I'm not like mental. It's still a thing.
It's bigger than RuneScape 3, if I believe, if I'm right.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that. I'm pretty sure it's like old school is better than free.
Cheers, Jam.
Yeah, man, it's fantastic.
No, really. Yeah, I thought, because I played RuneScape back in the day, so I was at school, so we're talking a long time ago.
Back in my day, yes.
You're so back in your day.
Same day as yours, mate.
No, it isn't. You're like years older than me.
It's like 5 minutes.
This years.
Mate. Right, so, Jam, have you ever played RuneScape?
No.
Why?
Really?
Have you played anything?
Okay.
I've never played a video game in my life.
I haven't played
all these display cases.
Jam, I know you played. Jam, sorry. Grant, I know you played RuneScape.
I have not played RuneScape.
Why? Never played RuneScape either? Wow, okay, jeez. I'm actually really like...
Charlatans, Bishop, mate. You know what I'm saying? Like these fake gamers who never played anything. That's... I kid, mate. So there, cemented at number 9, RuneScape. Bishop, whenever you're ready, mate, I'm going to push you for number 8.
Yep.
Okay. We'll actually play this time.
One we've heard of, Bishop, if you don't mind. Yeah?
Say that again.
One we've heard of, please, this time. Thank you.
One that you've heard of. Oh, okay, you'll have heard of this one.
Oh, I will have. This is okay.
In fact, both G and Jam played this recently with me at a arcade in, I believe it was Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Guitar Hero.
It might be, in fact, Guitar Hero 3.
3. Legends of Rock, isn't it?
Yeah, Legends of Rock, yes.
Right. I know the answer to this, but I've got to ask you because I need to push you to talk about it. Why 3? Why not 2? Why not World Tour? Was it World Tour? I can't remember. Why not the first one? Why 3 in particular? 3
for me had just the best lineup of songs. It was the one that I played the most. I played it with a friend consistently. Like we used to play it all the time after school and stuff. And you'd be surprised to know that I never played it really conventionally. Like we never played it the real way with a proper guitar.
What does that mean?
Played like that bit. Wrong.
And with a controller, wasn't it?
We played with an Xbox controller as a.
Why are you weird?
Because we're weird.
Isn't it?
Because we're weird. Yeah. So we basically play RuneScape. We played Guitar Hero 3 essentially. Like just like a normal beat game, like you just using the controller.
Just like yeah. As long as you had fun, mate, that's all that matters.
It was great. We would just like fight against each other, see if we could see who could like perfect songs on like hard difficulty and stuff, and then see who could win on battles versus each other on expert mode and stuff like that, and then just get absolutely destroyed on Through the Fire and Flames and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure that's probably the reason as to why my hands are fucked after all these years.
Probably,
there you go.
Probably. Yeah.
That game. Like your forearms are on fire after like a few.
Obviously we use the controller as well, the guitar controller as well, but that's the way that we played mostly, is just using the controller. So
Jam, I know you played Guitar Hero a lot.
I used to have all of them.
Yeah, and then they disappeared.
Left at Ty's house one day and
no, you've not seen them ever since, mate. But I must ask, is 3 your favourite as well?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Mine is as well. Because 3 was the one. 1 and 2 were big, but 3 was like, we're going in here. We're getting Slash and Tom Morello and fucking Then went down to Georgia, and all, that's 3, wasn't it? I can't remember.
One and 2 didn't have licenses. They had
Yeah.
covers.
Like, I remember 2 having the really rubbish cover of Killing in the Name and stuff like that, and it was like, this is arse.
It was rubbish.
The game was
anyway,
great and everything, but like, it was like, come on, mate. But eventually it got big enough, and then Guitar Hero sort of did that, and then straight away just had to. How many is it now?
They tried to compete with what was the Rock Band?
Rock Band, yeah. Like, Rock Band was everything, and then Guitar Hero, everything, and then everyone was like.
Wasn't Rock Band the one that competed with Guitar Hero? Like Guitar Hero were doing well, and then
Rock Band ended.
I believe so.
Over.
I think it was like Guitar Hero. Was it after 3 or before 3 Rock Band came out?
I think it was after.
I think it was after.
Yeah, because Guitar Hero World Tour was the 4th one. That was when Guitar Hero put everything in the box in it, I think. Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Some of the later Guitar Hero games were really good, and they had some amazing customization and stuff. You could like add decals and stuff to guitars and shit like that. It was very cool. It was really cool.
Give me them stickers, mate. You know what I mean?
But I just think I didn't have enough as much time to play those games as I did the
That's
third
fair.
one. So
that's fair, mate.
It's just the one that sticks in my mind the most.
What's the PC one called? Clone Hero. That's it.
Clone Hero, yeah, the one that I played.
I mean, I'm positive I did have my controllers.
It was right. It was good fun.
Yeah,
So how much controllers are out?
I don't want to
Say
know.
again.
Jim, go on.
If you want to buy a Guitar Hero controller,
Just go in the
it's
lot,
not
mate.
cheap. 70, 80, 90 quid.
You're
Yeah,
mad.
somewhere around there, yeah.
If you want to play it on like Clone Hero and stuff.
You say that,
I
but they
bet-
were always that expensive previously when you bought the game and stuff.
But
Like,
they-
they were
yeah,
always
they
really
were, but
expensive
they
back
did.
then, like.
It went to like, a $5. No one wanted it.
Oh, did they? Yeah.
And obviously, you can use them again, Clone Hero and stuff. CEX, got wind of it, and it's like 70 quid for them.
So
Yeah,
actually knows what's up. I was right.
Apparently, the best controller for PC is the Wii
Pretty
one.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Anyone play the DS one?
The what?
The DS one.
I might have played it briefly.
Yes, I did.
Is it
I had
any
that.
good?
It was alright.
Was it the greatest game ever made?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, obviously the greatest game ever made.
Yeah, spoiler, it's on the bottom of my list. It's first.
Obviously. I don't have to do it now. Cheers, lads. In a bit. No,
Yeah, see you, lads. Thanks. That's my list.
that's the show. Yeah, and they tried to bring it back, but people just aren't interested anymore. I don't think. Could with Guitar Hero Live? Is it live? Is that?
The thing that's really difficult, unfortunately, is that these days, like everyone now, the expectation is the next Guitar Hero's got to be like, it's basically got to be real. Like you've basically got to like this. There's not really much you could do now to implement stuff to make it really do much more than what it's
done what it's done and it's fucked off. Do you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, it's never you're never going to get another one really now.
That's a shame because it was a good time, man. Gee, did you ever play Guitar Hero?
Nope.
Oh, mate, that's 3 for 3 now. Let's have it.
Literally the first time he's ever been out of his house.
Yeah. I haven't seen him for a long time, to be fair, so you're on something there, mate. Bishop, love me some Guitar Hero 3, mate, but we must crack on. Whenever you're ready, mate. Number 7.
It's another cop out.
Oh,
It's another cop out.
you haven't,
All
have
right.
you?
I have, but this one I will actually give an actual proper answer between the two of them. As well.
Okay.
It's like, yeah.
We've got a double one again.
The first one, and these two, I put these in because they are just proper nostalgia bait for me. Like they're old school
I
games.
love these, mate. Fuck, come
And
on.
I reckon probably not a single person in this chat right now has probably played these games, other than Tutti Frutti, because he's one of the people that I actually played these games with. Fusion Frenzy on the Xbox.
I'm gonna make you laugh now, Bishop.
You actually played it?
I'm gonna make you laugh. Ask me when I played it
When did you play it?
today.
Really?
No word of a lie. 'Cause
Seriously? Okay.
At work, we have a it's called a wellbeing hour where the company just lets you DOS off for an hour. Basically, you go sit in the break room for an hour, go for a walk, go down the road to the shops, do whatever you want. I normally take my Switch in and just play Switch for an hour and fucking go back. But today, I forgot my Switch. So I was like, for fuck's sake. But then, good old Phil Spencer, mate, and his xCloud nonsense, and I'm like, yeah.
Right, okay.
So I played it on there, which I've not really played it. And I fired it up, and I fired up Game Pass, and I'm like, I need it. because of connection shit that I need a less demanding
do
game.
something really quick,
to-
that you can easily download. And stuff like that,
And I've like a Fusion Frenzy bang, and I played a round of the rhythm bit. I can't remember, but yeah, I had a good time. But why Fusion Frenzy, mate?
Again, like I said, nostalgia, mate. So, like, the reason why I've chosen both these games, and I'll tell you the other one in a second, it's just purely for the fact that, like, I just had such good fun with them as kids.
You were
like,
buzzing, mate.
back in high school and primary school with friends,
Mm-hmm.
and like, you just can't top them because they were just to me, like, at the time they were just such like an amazing bonding exercise with my friends and stuff. Like, I could be able to just play games with my friends and just have a laugh and, you know, sort of take the piss out of each other and stuff like that. You know, it was just good. It was just a good time. It was just a really chilled out time. The other game is Mashed, which is
Oh, come
the
on!
same sort of thing. Also a 4-player split screen game. I miss split screen
Got rid of
so
it. Fuck you.
fucking much, man. I just miss it. I just miss it so much. Like, there's nothing quite like having 4 of your friends around or 3 of your friends around, just dicking around with a drink and some crap food, and just having a fun time together. Like, just playing some games, playing some Smash Brothers, playing
Food.
some Mario Kart or whatever the case
Yeah,
may be.
Bish,
You
I've
know,
got one for you.
go on.
Worms Armageddon, mate.
Worms Armageddon. There you go. There's another one. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Definitely. Thanks
Yeah,
for myself.
I haven't got a Worms game on my list, but they are definitely
Armageddon's cool.
still up there for sure.
I'm gonna surprise you again, Bishop.
Mm.
I fucking love Mash, mate.
You love Mash as well? Okay, wow. Okay.
The car game, right?
Yeah.
Because you had it as, I think you did it as a Forgotten Gem once. Am I right? Or have I just made that up?
I must have done. Yeah, I must have done.
I love it. Fucking, it's like Micro Machines, isn't it? Like, it's that kind of feeling. And
Yeah, so that sort of Micro Machines feel. Yeah, definitely.
I remember
like
I got it.
Old school driving games, like top down, sort of pick up power ups and smash your enemies and stuff with rocket launchers and
mate. Yes.
And knock people
Mashed
off mats.
Drive to Survive, mate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what a
really fast paced sort of.
probably some might say the greatest game ever made. To be honest, do you know what I mean?
I mean, for back then, definitely. Like, obviously, these days,
and
things have changed a lot.
So got some good news, lads. It is on Steam.
It is on Steam. It's
for
not
£3.99. Get it bought. Get it bought right now.
It is good. It's good.
It's probably so good. I remember I got it for like 20 quid. And it like £3.99, but 20 quid back in the day when games were 30, 40. And mate, like I say, hours are just round and round.
Yeah.
So good, mate. Jam, have you played Mashed?
I haven't, but I just googled it. I do remember the cover.
Yeah.
It does look fun.
Yeah, Grant, did you?
No.
About Fusion Frenzy, mate?
No.
You yourself don't play anything.
Xbox,
You don't play
mate.
anything, though, to be fair.
This is true. Yeah, you were very much on the PlayStation side, weren't you? Yeah.
Mashed was on PlayStation 2, so I'm not allowing that one, mate. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I played that on PlayStation 2. I must have got rid of it because it's not my shelf and I'm fuming. It must be one of the ones that like I've traded in back in the day when I couldn't afford anything. Bishop, if I had to push you, mate, which one would you have on? If I pushed you?
If I was going to choose between the two, it would be Fusion Frenzy, just purely for the fact that there's just so much more.
Mental, isn't it? Like it, yeah.
There's just so many different game types and stuff, and like you can some of the top ones, like Twisted System, were like just so much fun. And you'd like try and beat each other's scores to the top and stuff. Like, it was just great. It's just such a fun, like, sort of casual game. Mashed is just as good, but like, yeah, if I was going to choose between the two, it would be Fusion Frenzy.
Some might say the greatest game ever made, but not you though, Bishop, because you've got 6 games above it, mate.
Exactly.
I'm going to have to push you again, mate. In your own time, of course. Whenever you're ready. Number 6.
Your own time.
Number 6. Phantasy Star Online 1 and 2.
Oh, we can say we've played this.
We have played this. I'm just going to put PSO. Is that all right? Because
that's fine. There's a lot of them, but yes, that's fine.
Yeah, there's a lot of. Did I play this on the GameCube? I don't think I did.
And 2.
1 and 2, mate.
I think it was one game. It was like 1 and 2. It's like literally one game put into like 2 games put into one essentially.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Bishop, why Phantasy Star Online? Why? What was it that drew you to it, mate?
Obviously nostalgia, obviously.
Obviously nostalgia, obviously.
Even to this day, like I've recently played Blueburst, which is basically an online version of those old school games.
Oh shit! Yeah, that was the like a remake, like a sort of.
It's like a private server based for those games essentially, but for the PC.
Yeah. What's the one we
played? Phantasy Star Online 2 we played, John. You loved it, mate. It's your favourite game ever. Did you play that with Bish?
I don't remember. I don't know where I did.
It might not have been you. I'm not sure. Sorry,
no,
carry on. Phantasy Star Online.
It was.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a bit of an odd one because obviously the gameplay now and the graphics and stuff have very much aged very poorly. There's just something about them that really captivated me as a kid. Like for starters, your name changed. There was like a little circle in like, think about Iron Man, almost kind of like you've got like a little like core inside your chest, and depending on what name you chose, you got like a different type of core.
Yeah.
And that core would basically change how the items dropped throughout the game.
Yeah.
And so I found that really, really fun and really interesting, especially when you've got like 1 or 2 people playing with you, side by side, and you're playing co-op with your friends and stuff.
Yeah.
Like one person can have one item drop, and the other person can have another item drop, and it just made the game very unique to each of the individual players playing, and I found that really interesting. Also, just the game. Obviously, these days it's probably not that special, but back then it was quite a big thing. They had easy, normal, and hard modes, and then insane mode, which completely changed the look of all the characters and all of the enemies, and started obviously like dropping even more ridiculous loot, and changed the actual look of the bosses as well, which is really interesting.
Yeah.
Gave them like reskin paint jobs and stuff, and like I don't know, every single time I got a character to the highest. It just made me feel really good. The only problem, of course, is that when back then we had on the GameCube we had memory cards, and for some reason one of my friends, don't know who it was, I still have no idea to this day, kept on stealing my character after like level 100, and then I got really pissed off and I had to start again. I did it all again, and that happened 3 times in a row.
In a row,
3 times. Yeah, I was very pissed off by that, but even still some of the best gameplay and like just some of the best times I've had playing games.
Nice, mate.
Well, again, could just be more nostalgia than anything else, because it was very, it was
to
a
be
long
fair,
time ago.
Yeah, to be fair, Phantasy Star Online was way ahead of it, like light years ahead of its time, wasn't it? Because it was on the Dreamcast first, and it was on the GameCube, and then it was offered on PC as well. And it's like online console game in 2000, 2001 was just like, what the do you know what I mean? Usually online gaming back then was scrubby little weirdos in basements, like having LAN parties. That was online gaming then, but to have it on a console was kind of strange. Now it's, plug it in, boom, there you go, so in a bit. But yeah, I know the answer, mate. You've played this one?
No.
Mate, I know Grant has.
Wasn't this Dreamcast when it came out?
First released on the Dreamcast, yeah. 2000, 2001, something like that.
Where else would you play it? PC.
Did you play it on PC? It just said.
Oh, no,
his mate robbed his memory card.
GameCube first originally.
Yeah. I always eyed up the GameCube game. I never got it. I wish I did.
No.
But then a company else get the. You have to have the add-on thing. Obviously, you did, didn't you? The thing that slid underneath to hook it up to the internet. Or could you just play?
I played a lot of single player.
Okay,
I just played a lot of split screen and stuff, but
that's fair enough.
You could do that, obviously, yeah.
Buzzing, mate. Love that stuff. Anything to add? Phantasy Star Online, the greatest game ever made.
Except for the next 5.
Sixth greatest game ever made.
It's the greatest game ever made, mate. Bishop Bliss is wrong. They're all the greatest games ever made. Bishop,
True.
mate, you know what I want from you? Halfway point here. This is it.
Halfway point.
You start to get nosebleeds from this point upwards. Are you ready? Whenever you're ready, mate.
Yep. Okay.
Come on, what we heard of?
Next two
Well,
games.
we know,
the
mate.
next two games on the list are RPGs.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
I know one of them is.
No, you
one
don't.
of them, which
I
is
bet I haven't
on my
played
list,
it, and it begins with an F.
No.
begins
Hang
with
on. Did you say RPGs?
RPGs.
Same,
5 and 4 are RPGs.
same like franchise?
No. No.
Okay, go on.
Okay.
Drill-
Next on my
drill us,
list.
mate.
Next on my list is Kingdom Hearts 2.
Fucking hell. Of course it is. I expect it to be
Oh.
high, to be honest. Right. First question, Bishop, if I may.
Go for it.
Is this the best Kingdom Hearts game?
Yeah.
Trick question.
For me it is. For me it is.
Yeah, a few. I think Dan likes. Which one does Dan like, Jam? You?
The original's amazing.
Yeah.
The original is really good, but like there's
Well,
just
three
something
minutes
else
about 5 minutes ago.
No.
So
No, Dan had one on his list, and I can't remember what it fucking was.
Birth by Sleep was probably my second favorite.
That one. I
Sounds-
swear it was that one. So why
no.
Kingdom Hearts 2? Why is it the best one? Why do you like it more than Birth by Sleep and Dream Drop Distance and all that shit? Why?
I think for me the big thing with Kingdom Hearts 2 was just like its story was so clever. It like changed between like two characters that were really, really pivotal to the experience, to your experience and stuff.
Just Sora
Like
and
Roxas and Sora.
right. Stop. Just so I
Yeah.
understand. Spoilers for Kingdom Hearts 1, probably 2 as well. Roxas is Sora, but in
In a different,
like the- the night,
Yes.
like the Dark Realm or whatever it is. Yeah, is that about right?
that is about right? Yes.
Okay, cool. Carry on. Sorry.
But yeah, so obviously Roxas was obviously introduced in 2, but like
Yeah.
I don't know,
It-
there's just something really likable about that character, and I don't know, like I think because the story was very much about those two and kind of like them being very linked together. And then, of course, obviously, the other characters being linked with some other characters as well, which was really interesting. The story just felt very. It was almost like a mystery. Like it was just very mysterious. Like there was a lot going on, and a lot of the characters were very memorable, and like they just did a really good job of the story, in my personal opinion. The gameplay is fantastic. They added a few little bits of extra like mechanics and stuff just to make it feel a little bit more interesting, a bit more sort of, I suppose, polished compared to 1, because 1 was a bit janky, whereas 2 was.
I was gonna say when I played 1, I got to go in. I don't know. I think I've done all the worlds. I'm going to. Is it the castle or something at the end, or
Right. Okay. Yeah.
is that? I'm going
think
to
so.
there, and I'm like,
Yeah.
It was a bit yanky and a bit. Like,
It is a bit janky.
it was
It is a bit
interesting, but probably the best game Tidus has ever been in Final Fantasy X.
Yeah.
Carry on.
How dare you?
Yeah. I mean, that's really all there is to it for Kingdom Hearts 2 for me. Really, it's just it was just a great experience.
Just the greatest game ever made. Are you excited for Kingdom Hearts 4?
How long is that even going to take to come?
Never
out?
mind that, mate. Yes, are you excited or not, mate?
Of course, I'm excited.
Of course you're
but,
buzzing.
But Kingdom Hearts 3 was poor, and like I don't know. I love how Turtle
This
said,
is
number 3 is
Three's the best
number
one,
3
mate.
is her
Just
favorite. I don't know. Kingdom
get
Hearts
over it,
3
mate.
was-
3 is the
was
best one.
Kind of a bit sort of. It was.
So, right. Can I ask you a question while we're on
Go
the
for
subject?
it.
It's Kingdom
Go
Hearts.
for it, go for it.
And have you seen the trailer for 4?
I didn't even know there was a trailer for 4.
Are you
What?
actually mental? Right? Have I watched this nonsense and you've not even seen it?
Is that legit? It's 4 and out, or have I just forgotten it?
Am I the
Are
only
you
one that's seen this trailer?
Are you sure?
I'm 100%
It's
sure
fine.
there's a trailer. I'm not joking. Go and Google it now. I'll sit here.
There's a trailer.
I'll have 5
wait,
minutes,
wait.
mate. I'll have 5 minutes. You just
It came out last year.
What?
Are you joking?
No, he's not joking. He's looking at it now.
This
Over a year ago, the trailer came out.
Hang on a second.
I'm not happy about this. My question was, everyone would just watch it. Then. Can't watch it and then ask you my question.
Probably remember it being announced. To be fair,
That must be this 3.
I bloody remember. I remember. Turtle remembers.
no,
Turtle-
I didn't even know.
Turtles watched the trailer, by the way. Just,
Holy shit! I think I actually think I remember it now.
yeah.
Yeah, well,
of
we
course
could
you do.
expect that game for the next 7 years at least.
Was it in like a city?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's showing
Holy shit! How did I block that from my
there's
memory?
a big nightmare monster thing and what I don't know what
Yeah,
the fuck
yeah,
it is.
yeah.
Right.
Oh.
What's the deal of him being in like what looks like the present day? What's the fucking deal? Is that a big thing or what?
I have no idea.
Okay, right, cool. Right.
I'll be honest. I'll be honest, right? Kingdom Hearts story is extremely right. Think about Halo, for instance, right? Halo is one of the most complicated stories in the fucking world. You need to know like all the novels, you need to know all of the fucking games, you need to know everything about Halo in order to actually understand the story properly, right? Same goes with Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is one of the most convoluted storylines I've ever experienced in my entire life, and I don't care, but I fucking love it.
That's fair enough. I can
I've
picture
seen a flowchart of that timeline with the Game Boy games 2.5, 2.4.5, 7.34 squared.
mate,
I just-
you think my Final Fantasy VII remake theories is nonsense? Just go and look at that fucking Kingdom Hearts flowchart, mate.
Yeah.
It'll scare you straight, mate. What was I going to say? Doesn't matter. Yeah, right. Kingdom Hearts 2, greatest game ever made. Bishop, mate. Do you know what I need from you now?
Okay.
I need from you the game that's just missed the bronze medal, mate.
What do you think is
4.
my what do you think is my next RPG game that I'm going to tell you about?
It has to be spaceship nonsense.
Spaceship nonsense.
Is that about
That is actually really fucking spot on, actually.
November 7th? Sort of ring a bell with this game, Bishop. Am I
What was
in the bot?
What was that?
November 7th. Is that a special day for this game or not?
I can't even remember the release date. For it,
No,
I'll be honest with you.
Spaceship Nonsense RPG.
the Normandy.
That one rings a bell, right?
Yeah.
There. Oh.
So N7, right? So November 7th. Is that?
Yeah.
That's the thing,
N7,
yeah. Shut up. I've heard it. Commander Shepard, but you know, I'm just.
Commander Shepard, mate. Yes. We're going to the Mass Effect series.
Oh,
we're
I
choosing.
wondered-
Andromeda.
We're choosing Mass Effect. Ooh.
2? Is it 2?
Ooh.
Oh, am I wrong?
Ooh.
I'm right. Shut
Which
up,
one am I
mate.
going to choose?
I
Which
think
am I
it's
going to choose? Mass Effect,
Legendary
Mass
Edition,
Effect,
probably.
Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect.
2, right, okay. Thought I was going mental.
All right.
Don't say
Okay.
that.
When he's
Yeah,
ignored.
so-
Bishop.
Okay, so okay, right. I actually initially put down Mass Effect 2/3 here.
Why 2?
Okay.
Why did you drop 3 first?
Right, because there's a lot of Mass Effect 3 that is fucking awesome. There is
Yeah.
some really,
I know what you're
really
gonna
good
say,
parts
yeah.
of Mass Effect 3, but as you probably know what I'm going to say,
I know what you're going to
Mass
say.
Effect 3's last 10 minutes just completely and utterly ruined the entire fucking series. It completely just blew up the entire series.
I can't wait to play this. I'm so excited, man.
It's garbage. It's garbage. It's garbage. It's actual garbage. Like there is a well, back when it happened and the
I remember the Fallout, mate. I remember it so funny.
The Fallout was ridiculous, and like back then there was a theory going around as to what actually has happened, and that was better than the actual ending of Mass Effect 3. And I just stuck with that. That's now officially my ending. There is a monster to right at the end of the game, and if you get killed by the monster, it's just game over, and that's how we now choose to leave the game.
Is that it? Is that it? Just...
That's the canon ending for me. That's the canon ending.
Okay.
So I chose Mass Effect 2 just purely for the fact that Mass Effect 3 really just massively dropped the ball. But if it wasn't for the last 10 minutes, Mass Effect 3 would hands down have been my game.
Yeah,
Mass Effect 3's pacing was amazing.
Yeah.
But what they did with Mass Effect 3 was it was basically the world against this big threat, essentially. And it was like galactic scale sort of warfare, which was just insane. It was such a cool story, and what they did with it was fantastic. But yeah, they just dropped the ball. So for number 2 for me, the reason why number 2 was just so good was just that every single companion was just so well thought through. Every single storyline with each of them was fantastic. Go on.
I was just say, Skits Blue, thank you for the follow. Sorry, Bishop, carry on.
No, that's fine. That's fine. And yeah, so like Mass Effect 2 is just everything about Mass Effect 2 was just fantastic. Like,
I'm very excited to play this one, to be honest.
I would, yeah. It's really good.
Yeah, I downloaded the Legendary Edition earlier this year, and I played through 1 for the first time in my life. Finished it.
It's
and
a little sketchy, even with all of the new improvements that the Legendary Edition brought in. 1 is still a little bit ropey. It's
liked
great.
It a lot.
The story gets really good after like the first few hours or so. But it's not as good as the second one. The second one's fantastic.
Yeah, because when I speak to people about Mass Effect, I should say, the second one's fucking the dog bollocks. It's the Empire Strikes Back of that series, and it's all this and it's that and it's that, and it's like, yes, I'm ready for it, but I've got other games to play at the minute, so I've got my save ready, mate, and so bang, straight in there. Mass Effect 2, straight in, bang. Jam.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to ask you now. Every time Mass Effect comes up, I always ask you the same question. Being a lover of sci-fi nonsense, why don't you like Mass Effect?
This is right. Everyone has this. I like Star Wars, so everyone just suggests or presumes I like everything else that's to do with space.
Turtle, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it.
I have not played Mass Effect.
Do you not fancy it at all?
No, but I have watched Jerry play it from start to finish.
Like Mass Effect 1 all the way through to 3?
No, not 3, 1 and 2.
1 and 2, right, okay.
So it's in the bank, so I know it's really good. And recently,
I recommend you
got me. I've got 2 copies of the trilogy for £1. So
where's my copy for £1?
One's here if you want it.
Oh, I've got it on. Play PS4?
Yeah, it's on PS4.
I'll give you £150, mate.
Oh, I've got a shoe.
That'd be actually right.
Top 3 as well, yeah.
Top 3. But, we're going to be an intimate bronze, silver, and gold medal, mate. Jam, I'll send you the. I'll send you the top games.
I've got the JPEG pretty much all done. It's just top 3 PNGs. Yeah, I need to go basically picking up G's mum from the hospital, so that's why he's here. So we're going to do that.
Send my love, mate.
I'll catch you guys in a bit. Do you want to switch your cameras?
Switching it. Just ping out and I'll switch it. Don't worry, mate. I've got it.
Yeah. Bye, everyone in the chat. Thank you very much for joining.
Toffees, mate. Bishop, mate.
All right.
An intimate top 3. Mass Effect 2. Like I said, just to clean up on Mass Effect 2, I'm really excited to play it. Because do you always go fem shep or male shep?
It was always male for me. It was always Commander Shepard for me. But I know a ton of people that chose the female version, and I know for a fact that her voice acting was phenomenal. So
she's mint. It's fucking hell, what's her name?
I can't remember her name, to be honest.
Mate, but buzzing. Before we do the top 3, Bishop, can I be very rude? Can I just head out just for 2 seconds? I just need to go and check on something. Is that okay?
You've got very important things to do.
Yeah. Guys in the chat, just go grab a cup of coffee or something. Bishop, you hang tight. We'll be back with top 3. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Is that all right? Oh, I'm so sorry. Won't be a second. Hi everyone. Sorry about that. Bit of business to attend to. Thanks for sticking around if you're still here. Bishop, where were we? Mass Effect 2 at number 4. Hitting the bronze medal spot now, mate. How are you feeling?
Getting there, aren't we?
We are getting there, mate.
This is tense now because obviously these last 3 are locked in now. Like if I
If you change your mind now, it's too late. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, like there's no going back from this point onwards.
This is it, mate. So the point of no return, as we like to call it. Bishop, whenever you are ready. Number 3.
Do you have any guesses?
I think I know. There's 2 franchises here that, out of the 3, I'm pretty sure are going to be within this range.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say, or do you want me to? I'll message you. I'll message you privately, mate. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying, Bishop?
Yeah, but he's had to put.
He's had to shoot out, mate. So we're having an intimate top 3. You know. Oh, actually, I think I got them all now. How did I forget? Right, okay. I think I've got all the franchises at least. So I've got that.
Jace, I will talk about that.
And
after I've given my top 3.
That. My guess is, I don't know if you can see your messages, mate. My guess is them 3. Some sort of franchise-ish. I think I'm at least 2 right, but I'm not sure. Again, I wouldn't like to guess, you know what I mean?
You've got 2 right.
Okay, I was right, I got 2 right. I think I know which one's wrong, but Bishop, put me out of misery, mate. Number 3.
Okay, alright. Number 3 is... Drum roll, please.
Drum roll, please.
Minecraft.
Oh. Okay.
But you weren't expecting that one. Okay,
not
right.
so high.
Yeah,
not so high. No. Of course. Again, what can be said that hasn't already been said by Minecraft by a million people? Bishop, mate, I want to hear it from you.
Yeah, of course.
Why Minecraft?
Minecraft is interesting because it's like it's one of those games that I don't look back on and go, oh, I've just had I've had the best fucking time on ever. Like, it's not one of those games that you kind of, you kind of look back on particularly fondly. It's just one of those games that I always come back to every single year. There is just something about Minecraft that just keeps on giving. Every single year, I play it at least once, and there is nothing. I can't get away from it.
Yeah,
I can't get away. I just can't. There's just
nothing
that I can do.
Is that like a begrudging that you can't get away from it, or do you enjoy going back to it every year? Or
I enjoy going back to it.
Enjoy it. That's good then. At least it's not like something like a game you hate. You want to go back to. You enjoy going back to this world, and I always say this about Minecraft. I bet Lego are fucking livid, aren't they? The popularity of Minecraft.
Yeah.
I bet they're fuming. Because it's very Lego-ish, isn't it? With its ideas and sort of world building structure and all that stuff. Some of the stuff though is just I can't even get over it. Like a life size. What's it called? Lord of the Rings.
Like the stuff that people create, basically.
Yeah. Like life size fucking Pokemon map and life size this and fucking this Mona Lisa in Minecraft, and it's like what the
scale replica of planet Earth, like what?
Yeah, basically, and it's like what the?
It's just insane. It's actually nuts. But for me, it's like it's just such a great escape with friends. Like it's just a really. I don't think I would go back to it every year if it wasn't for my friends.
Yeah, no, of course, yeah.
Like it is one of those games that you play with your friend group, and it is super fun to play with your friends.
Yeah. Because so you're saying you wouldn't sit there on your own for a few hours and build something. You'd wait for your friends to come on, then jump on, then build it, or would you build it for your friends? Or
I'm not saying that I wouldn't play it by myself occasionally.
Right. Okay.
There have been times.
Yeah, you've been.
What I'm saying is like the overall experience is just with friends. Like you just can't not play it with people. It's just great. The thing that makes Minecraft so like special to me is that like you go from the vanilla Minecraft world, which
it's just that's a server again, doesn't it? Have I just made that up? Bedrock Edition. What's that?
Okay, so you got Java Edition, you got Bedrock Edition.
Yeah, what's the difference?
So Bedrock is like coded and designed separately outside of Java by Microsoft,
right?
So that they can kind of control it a bit more and have their own sort of like take on it, essentially.
I know what you're saying, mate.
That's why that version originally had microtransactions, whereas the Java edition didn't.
Oh, is that right? Right. Okay. Right. That makes more sense now. Right.
Plus, Bedrock Edition also allows you to use controllers, full controller support, whereas Java Edition kind of does, but it's not quite the same.
Stupid question, Sam. Sorry to ask. Bedrock Edition is more customizable, right? Is that correct, or am I just...
Java's more customizable.
Java's more customizable. Right, okay. Right.
Bedrock Edition is more accessible to controller players.
Okay, cool.
But other than that, not really that much else.
Do you know how long it took me to realise that Minecraft actually had like a story? Like, is it the Ender Dragon or something at the end?
Yeah.
It took me years to clock that because I never really jumped into it. And people are like, oh, I built this and did this and all this.
Originally, it didn't.
Oh, is that a thing that's added after?
It was added after, but it was added pretty quickly after. Like, it wasn't like something that was like way in the future. Like, it was added pretty quickly. But yeah. It is definitely something that wasn't in original release, especially like early alpha, beta stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you ever had access to that sort of stuff.
Yeah, cool. It's just the best selling video game of all time, Minecraft.
I could keep on going on talking about this game because like you've got mod support.
Yeah.
The thing that's great about Minecraft is it's not just that it's got like, it's not that it's just a great game.
Mm-hmm.
It's the fact that it's actually also spun out like as a kid and stuff like that these days. You can actually go into classes in real life, in school, and have Minecraft as like an architecture sort of like building mechanics, like sort of thing. Like there are actual real life lessons come from that. So it's
I believe you, mate. Do you know what I mean? I believe you.
Incredible modern experience and all sorts. It's it's amazing.
How do you feel about the spin-off stuff? So like your Minecraft Dungeons and your Minecraft... What's the new one that's just come out? Minecraft Story Mode and Minecraft... What the fuck's the new one?
So
you played any of that stuff?
Minecraft Dungeons, and you've got Minecraft...
What's it called, Bish? It's just come out like a couple months ago.
Legends. Thank you, Turtle.
Yeah, that is right. Turtle's on it today. Did you like those, or are you...
I've not played Legends, but I've seen people play it. It looks okay. It's basically just a top-down strategy game. Would usually be my kind of game, but not really played it yet. It looks okay.
But you're gonna get on it. You're just not get off it, mate.
Fine.
Yeah, I played Dungeons. I've not played Legends.
What do you think of Dungeons?
It's for what it is. It's good. Again, it's one of the, like you say. I'd rather 2 or 3 other people have been there with me when I played it. I played it solo.
Yeah.
I'd rather you or a couple of other friends have been there.
So my answer to that question is they're fine.
Yeah.
The reason why I would never put those type of games in my top is just purely for the fact that it's not like Minecraft. Minecraft is
it's unique, mate. Yeah,
it's a forever game.
That's the perfect description for it, mate. Forever.
Literally, you can never ever not put Minecraft down. Like, it's just one of those games that you can always go back to and have a fantastic time with, because it's all about creativity and your own imagination, and and it's just so loose. Like, you can do whatever you want, and that's what makes it so special.
Definitely, mate. Again, I'm not a Minecraft guy or anything, but like I said, I appreciate it from the outside, and when I do jump in, everyone seems really nice, and people are sound with that. Oh, do this. Yeah. Sound.
Except for Luke, he's a troll. But
yeah, he's a troll, mate. I don't want to play him with that Luke. He's a bit of a troll, and wants to blow him up with my TNT, but he won't give me any flint thing to light the fuse to. Well, happy with that, mate. But I'll let him off for that, I suppose. You know what I mean? But again, you go even further. Minecraft, is it Minecon, the big event? Yeah, it's huge, mate. Steve's in Smash.
There's tons of cons these days. There's tons of
yeah.
Like, that's a good thing. That's actually a really good point. Like Skits as well, for instance, who's in the chat right now.
Skits is it, right?
She does like like people like do like diamond art and stuff like that. Like, you can do that sort of stuff in Minecraft. You can do stuff like
it's cool, man.
Like, I can't even what it's bloody called now. Oh bloody hell, my mind's gone blank.
What is it called, Bish, mate?
like you can do like 2D sort of designs and stuff like that. So you can like make Mario phases and stuff like
Pixel art.
Pixel art. That's the one. Thank you, Jesus.
Right, mate. That's what I'm here for. Luke's on it as well.
There's
Turtles
so
on it as well.
There's just so much you can do. There's just so much.
Yeah. And I think I say that we'll be playing this game in 100 years, but I genuinely think we'll be playing Minecraft in 100, 150 years, probably longer. It is that kind of game, mate. But like you say, Bish, we could chat shit about Minecraft till the fucking cows come home.
You really could.
But I'm a bit.
It's getting serious now.
Yeah, we are in number 2. This is silver medal territory. Unless you've anything to add for Minecraft before we move on, Bish.
Not much more, other than the fact that even if you remove the modding support and the modding community, I still think vanilla Minecraft itself is like a forever game. Even if you get.
Would it still be as high, do you reckon, if those things weren't?
I still think it would be,
yeah.
I still think it would.
That's cool, man.
Even though, of course, obviously these days, like the community obviously makes it incredible, and like you wouldn't want the game without it. But yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely, 100%, mate.
Even without all that community and modern support, I still think it would be a forever game for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just one of them games.
Cool, man. Bishop, I'm on the edge of my seat, mate. I'm dying to know. Silver medal number 2.
Anyone that knows me very well and has heard me talk about games should know my next 2 pretty well.
I know them. Bish. I've hit the post on one of them, but I know the other one. But Bishop, number 2, please.
This is actually the hardest decision I've ever had to make in my
life. In your life, mate. Let's go.
I'm generally being. This is actually super, super hard to make this choice. My next choice is.
Is it? Which one is it? I'm dying, mate. I'm dying here.
My number 2 choice is Halo 3.
Ooh.
Oh god, this is so hard. This is actually
that killed you, mate. That killed you. That did. I appreciate it. So the question I ask now: why Halo 3 at this point? Why not Halo 2? Why not Halo Reach? Why not Halo 4, 5? Basically, why not any others?
Okay, so for starters, let's change between Halo 2 and Halo 3 here for a second. So Halo 2 was an incredible single player game. I played the crap out of it. It's really good, and the multiplayer was fantastic from what I heard. Because this is the thing: is back then I didn't have Xbox Live. It still wasn't 100%.
I didn't play 2 online either.
A lot of people just didn't really have Xbox Live back then. Gaming online.
It was growing, but it wasn't like what it is now. Do you know what I mean?
It wasn't fully like online back then. It was still like single player and split screen was still like the main ways to go about. So back then, I played Halo 2 with friends on co-op and split screen and stuff. We played campaign together and stuff like that, and that was absolutely fantastic. Halo 2 was great. Halo 3 just hit me. Like,
I love Halo 3. I'm not a Halo guy per se, but I fucking buzz off Halo 3, mate. I feel you.
There was something about Halo 3 and the time that we were in, and I think maybe because of my age too as well. I think because I was younger. The reason why Halo 3 is so unbelievably important to me is it gave me social skills.
Oh, yeah.
And that sounds weird.
That does sound weird. Go on.
That sounds really weird. It sounds weird. But back then, I was still in high school. I was still like early.
What year high school? Because I remember being at Asda when Halo 3 came out.
I genuinely cannot remember. I cannot remember.
Okay.
But I remember very vividly that Halo 3. So I started out with Halo 3 by just having fun with people and playing online and stuff like that. And before I knew it, I found a Bungie.net forum.
Right.
And there was a post about a particular forum on like the main page of Bungie.net. called Halo 3 Academy, and that thing changed me. It's so weird. It was the first time I ever gotten into like a group of people, got to a group of people and actually started communicating with people and started talking and stuff. And they just accepted me in, like as if like I'm just another person, I'm just a human being.
I had
and it was incredible. It was amazing. To the point where I became so active in that I ended up becoming what was known as an instructor back then. This is all it's really nerdy, but like basically it means that I could basically make custom games and stuff like that, and I could teach people how to play Halo. Which
you could learn them, mate. You know what I mean?
I can actually teach people how to play the game, which back then was such a huge thing.
Yeah, I had I had a similar thing with Gears, because that's a Microsoft shooter I gravitated towards, as you probably know. And then I made a few friends through that.
Around the same time, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure, wasn't it?
Halo 3 and Gears War 1 were about a year, 2 years apart, or something like that. Sorry, but go on, carry on.
But yeah, so that I got into that, and I started meeting tons of people to the point where back then you could only have like 100 people on your friends list.
That was long. I remember this. That was long. Yeah.
On the Xbox.
I was never popular to fulfill it all, but I remember having. I remember people saying, "Oh, we need to delete you so we can add you." I need to delete someone so I can add you.
Hit 100, and every single time I came online, there was at least one person asking me, do you want to play some custom games? Do you want to play some?
Of course you do, mate.
Want to play some multiplayer with me, and because of that, like it became like a home for me. Like it literally, I got home from high school, which I never liked. I never liked high school. Like it was just, I got bullied in high school, and like I didn't have social skills, and so I got home, and the first thing I did was hit up my Xbox and put the Halo 3 into my Xbox, which normally would already be in there anyway, because let's face it, it's the only game I ever played. And yeah. It was my game. It was the game I used to play, and it's huge. Like it was just a huge game for me.
Big part of your life, kind of thing.
Huge game.
Yeah. Halo speaks for itself. It's a bit rocky now. Like you're saying at the start with Halo Infinite, it's not having the greatest of launches and having to roll out sort of. Did they cancel split screen or co-op multiplayer in that in the end? Or they did, yeah. Having to cancel that and go back on words, and I hope 343 sort it out. But how many times can you say, "Oh, I hope they sort out the next one. I hope they sort out the next one"? Do you know what I mean? How many times before you go, "Actually, lads, call it a day"? Do you know what I mean? Because even Halo's got its legs, right? But I do hope Halo finds its feet again, because active Halo in what's the word? What's the word I'm looking? Like a group of active Halo player base. Do you know what I mean? I can't think of the word. It's gone. But an active Halo community. Thank you, Bishop.
Yeah.
You just sat there, but is healthy gaming. It's healthy for gaming, I think.
But it actually is genuinely upsetting to see Halo in the state that it is in now. Because, back then it was just it was my jam, man. It was the thing that got me through my day, basically. Obviously, things have changed massively since then, and
you're a rock star now, mate. No time for this nonsense, mate. Fuck. Oh. But I remember like doing Team Deathmatch. Is it Team Death? Whatever it was. What's the capture? Is it capture the flag and all that stuff? Yeah. Halo 3, just
King of the Hill. Yeah, stuff like that.
I love King of the Hill, mate.
ETF.
Love King of the Hill. Like straight up. Do you know what I mean?
As well.
Yeah, definitely. Right. Bishop, mate, I'll talk about Halo till the cows come home, like Minecraft. But I think you know what I want from you, mate. The gold medal. The greatest game ever made. Your favourite video game of all time.
You already know.
We've all figured it out, Bishop, but we need it from the horse's mouth, mate. What is the number... Before we do, actually, if it's okay, can we just run through 10 to 2? So,
absolutely.
Number 10, 2 Human and Crackdown 2, right?
So number 10 was 2 Human Crackdown 2, and I chose Crackdown 3 out the... Sorry, Crackdown 2 was the one that I chose.
That you would have picked if I would have pushed you, right? You don't need to pick, mate. It's your top 10. You do what you like. So, and then number 9 was...
Old school RuneScape.
That's it. Yes, and number 8.
I reckon that should have been a little bit further down the list, actually, but it's fine.
Mate, it's too late now, mate. Already got a PP. So 3, number 7.
We had a Fusion Frenzy or Mashed, and I chose
Fusion Frenzy, the greatest game ever made. Number 6
was PSO.
PSO.
Originally, before this stream, was originally going to be Mario Kart 8.
Was it?
Yeah, was originally going to be Mario Kart 8. But could you imagine, Luke? Oh my god. It was originally going to be Mario 8 because just because of like you know how games like I was just talking about Minecraft, how like it's one of those games it's just like a forever game, right?
Yeah.
Mario Kart is one of those games where if you ever go out somewhere and like there's like a switch in a place,
or even just a Nintendo console, and it's like, Mario Kart's on.
Yeah, or you've got like 3 or 4 people around, you've got plenty of controllers and stuff like that. It doesn't matter who
Can't go
you
wrong.
are.
Can't go wrong.
Someone is gonna ask, right? I want to beat your ass at Mario Kart,
and you're gonna,
it's just one of those. It's great. But either way, we chose PSO. I chose to change it to PSO because I thought like it'd be a bit more of a mix up. But still fantastic either way.
Cool. Number
5 was Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yes.
Which was an interesting one.
Yeah, I thought that'd be higher, but it is what it is, mate. Number 4.
Mass Effect 2.
Mass Effect 2. Number 3 was Minecraft.
Bronze medalist was Minecraft. Number 2 is Halo 3.
Number 1 is we've all
gold medalist.
A game you've never played.
A game, quite honestly,
I've already typed it in, Bishop. It's not on the screen, but I've typed it in my box, mate. ready to confirm and just click the little eyes to show it to the whole world, mate. Yeah. Okay. Whenever you're ready, mate.
My gold medalist, number 1 game. My best game ever.
Is it ever going to be anything else?
No, it really isn't.
No.
It's The Binding of Isaac.
The Binding of Isaac. Before we talk about Isaac, Turtle and Fruity made good points in the chat. Where is it? Fruity says, I'm surprised he hasn't considered Fable. And Mr. Turtle replies, or Elden Ring. Why not? Why aren't those two games here?
Why? Yeah, exactly, right. So
before we,
they were all considerations.
Yeah.
Elden Ring, Dark Souls was a big consideration.
That's a good point, actually. You're the soul. Why isn't that here? If you don't mind,
I don't know. It's just didn't choose it.
That's fair enough. Yeah.
I don't know why. I just didn't choose it. But
did you see mine?
You're right. It should be up there. Go on.
Yeah. Elden Ring is in mine. Did you know
Elden
that?
Ring's in yours, yeah.
Number 6, I think, or 7, something like that.
It's fantastic. It is phenomenal.
It's fucking mint, man. I loved it. I did.
Honestly, it's one of those toss-ups, right? Because it's like, I think if I went back and did the list again, I probably would add them in. I probably would.
I said, if I did the list now, I did it a few months ago, but there'll be some staples, but like some of them may have just swapped depending on what I'm feeling that day. Do you know what I mean? Because you say, like with my list, it was, where's Xenoblade, where's F-Zero, where's this one? And it's like, well, if you talk about top 10, and if you talk about top 20 or 30, that's when those games start to come in, as I'm sure this is similar with you, right? If I'd have said, Bishop, I need your top 30 or whatever, you'd be like, all these would be all in, do you know what I mean?
It's genuinely such a hard list to come up with. Like, it really is so hard to come up with a good list of 10 that you actually genuinely like. If you were going to sit down and play those 10 games for the rest of your life, which ones would you choose? And like, man, it's tricky as hell. Like,
yeah, it is, mate.
This list is it's not just like what 10 games would you play for the rest of your life. It's like, what affected you the most as a kid? Like, what's the most that's stuck in your head? Like, all of these different concepts you got to think about. It's not just about like what games would you play for the rest of your life or whatever. Like, there's so much more to this list than meets the eye, and I think that is kind of what makes it really interesting. It's tricky coming up with a top 10. It really is.
It is, mate. So I've just seen, while we're on the subject, The Binding of Isaac, the vanilla edition is about £1.50 on Steam right now, so go and buy it, because it's. I'll tell you, before you start, Bish, I'll tell you, it's a bloody good time. But Bishop, why is it number 1, mate?
Well, I mean, let's
break it down for me.
This is so difficult for me. It's so difficult because like I can't put into words really like why this is my number one. Like,
I know what you mean. It just clicks, man. You know what I mean?
There is every single time I play a run of this game,
I enjoy it immensely when you stream it. By the way, I just want to say that.
I appreciate that. Thanks.
No problem.
And it's just one of those games. I pick a character. There's so much character choice, and like you go from like from any of the other games that I've played to this, and it's just it just encapsulates me. I can't stop playing it to the point where I will walk into a Discord call with friends and be like, well, while you guys are coming up with a game to play, I'll just play this.
Yeah, I'll just do a run of this while I'm here, mate.
And then just get really encapsulated and be like, right, well, like you just get lost. You get lost in it, man. It's
I do enjoy a good run of Isaac. I'm not as into it as you are, but I do enjoy it.
Obviously, yeah. I know for a fact that Isaac is very much an acquired taste, and it's not for everybody. But once you get past like the like the rude items and the just really weird.
It's very crass in places.
There's a lot of like very stylized like graphics in this that they're a bit fucking weird. I will admit. But once you get past that, the gameplay is like nothing.
It's smooth as butter, mate. Do you know what I mean? It's beautiful. I do enjoy. I always say gameplay is king. Like graphics will fade and. You know what I mean? The music is important, but I don't think it's as important as you, the player, moving the character around the screen and having a good time. I do, and Isaac's like I've seen some of the like I've already really played the like vanilla Isaac. I've not played Repentance and help me out. What the others? Rebirth. Yeah. Is there others? Or is that it?
I think that's all of them. There might be one more. I think, but I'm not sure what it is.
I don't think I played any of them. I think I've only really played the OG. So when you come in with your new stuff, I'm like, what stuff?
When you say OGs, you mean OG or OOG?
Like no. Do you remember we did that charity stream? That version, whatever.
I remember it, but I don't remember it very well. It was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. I think it's the newer OG. I think.
I think it is the newer OG for you. Yeah, because I mean, if it was the OG, it would be the Flash game.
Yeah, no, not the Flash game. Definitely played it on PlayStation, so I doubt it was the Flash game. Yeah, PS4, I think.
And it was Pants, is what it was.
Was it?
Anyway, it was bad. It was.
Bad, Now it's the greatest game I've made. So what a jump that is! Do you know what I mean? From Pants to the Go.
It's so much hard work and effort into the
games. And honestly, definitely. There's a lot of. Mate, I keep waiting for it on Switch, man.
So much yeah, it's on Switch, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm waiting for a decent sale because it's always a bit.
It's quite pricey.
Not that it's not worth the money, but I'm waiting for
pricey because obviously they've had to port it to Switch, but it's also like you're talking about like 4 or 5 DLCs.
Yeah, so, of course.
It is quite expensive. I understand that, but
let me just see what the right. So, what's this? What's Wrath of the Lamb? Is that the other one you couldn't think of? Or is that something else?
Might have been something else.
There's something on here. Buy Binding of Isaac bundle. Binding of Isaac, Wrath of the Lamb.
That might be like a bundle.
I don't know what it is, mate. I've no idea what this is.
That could be a bundle, I think, because that doesn't sound like an actual DLC. I don't think.
It's something. It's definitely something. Yeah, enough for that. Sorry. Do you play a lot of? I don't know what roguelites is it or is this a roguelike or what? This kind of. Do you play any more? Is this the one that you? This is the only one that you play.
A few others. Games like Enter the Gungeon, for instance.
Oh, fucking! What a game that is, mate. That is beautiful.
Hades, of course, as well.
That's on my list. That's number 8. So
it's a fantastic game.
Yeah, Hades 2, mate. Get on my face.
It's a shame they didn't expand it because I felt like genuinely, like it was such a good base game, and I just feel like it needed some more.
I know what you meant. Maybe the second one will fix that issue, mate.
Hopefully, I hope
Hopefully.
so. I hope so. It's actually, it is great.
Yeah, due to hear more about that this year, but enough of that, mate. Any more? Would you put just before so on Steam you can get Binding of Isaac for like £2, but the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus, which I imagine is the whole lot, is £36 on Switch.
Rebirth is actually the.
Is that after? Is it?
Not well. Sorry. Repentance. Sorry, is the most recent.
Right.
And I highly recommend, if you have never played Isaac before, that's the one you go for.
That's the one.
All the deal, get all the DLC, and then get Repentance, because Repentance is absolutely phenomenal. Like, it's just the balance changes, the gameplay changes, just everything about it is just top tier. Like, really, really good. Like, they did a fantastic job of Repentance.
You love this shit, mate. You know what I mean?
So good. Like, I mean, Rebirth was really good. But like, there's a lot of cheaty stuff in there. Like, you once you learn the game a bit, like, you can very much like break games and stuff like that. And you can break games with Repentance as well, but it's very, very hard, which makes it so much more satisfying when it actually happens. Like, it's just fantastic fun. Yeah, it's great. It's really.
Know what you're saying.
Why did I choose it, however, over Halo? Now I think I'm still answering that question in my head right now. It's generally so difficult to give that decision. The main reason for me is like, I just when it comes to Isaac, I could just play it every single day, no matter what. But Halo, I don't think I could play it without people.
There you go. That's the answer to the question, mate.
It is a completely different experience. Like, because now Halo's community has died down. There is, like, I've always said, Halo has always been about the community, and when that community is now dead in the water and gone,
you can play through the campaigns as much as you like, but
it's not. It's just not the same. It just.
I agree. No, I agree, mate. As epic as those are, like the campaigns, I agree. What you're saying. I'm just going to sneak in again quickly with prices. I'm sorry. Binding of Isaac Rebirth complete bundle on Steam is £37.36, which is probably the best £37-36 a person can spend. Do you know what I mean? Especially on a video game. Is that fair, Bish?
If you're into it, then yes, I recommend that. It's a high price, yes, but I mean,
you do get a lot of bang for your buck.
The fact of the matter is that I've had more fun and more experience with Isaac than I have with any AAA title that's ever.
I say this, I fucking say this, right? People say, "Oh, it's not a full game. It's not this. It's not that." How long is it? And how many hours is it? I was like, I played games that are 3 or 4 hours long, which are way better than 150-hour games. You know what I mean? More concise, more compact experiences. Granted, you know what I mean. The production value of a AAA studio probably wasn't there, but the heart and soul was there, and that's all that matters. And gameplay is king.
It annoys me when you get like big game sort of journalists coming out with, "Oh, Starfield's got 10,000 planets," or whatever the case may be. Like, it annoys me to no end, because it's like, what are those 10,000 planets going to have in them? How are you physically going to develop a game with 10,000 planets that are going to have something enjoyable and fun to play in them? Like,
exactly.
Gaming is literally all about the gameplay, and if you have no gameplay, what is the point? Don't get me wrong, there is an argument for story there as well.
Yeah, you can argue story, you can argue music, you can argue most others, but gameplay is like king. If you've got a good story, go read a book. Do you know what I mean? If you've got good music, listen to your music, mate. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's what separates this from the other arts, like films and TV shows and music and reading. Bishop, I just want to tell you, you've got 999 hours in The Binding of Isaac, whatever the fuck the new one is. So if that isn't fucking the seal of approval, It's on my Steam. I've just looked at it then, sorry. On my Steam it says Binding of Isaac Rebirth, last paid on the 23rd of June, which is today. Today. And it says 999 hours on record. So you need that 1 hour, mate, then you got 1,000 in it.
Streaming tonight then, boys.
Streaming tonight. Streaming tonight and get that 1,000 hours in that game, mate. Oh, fucking hell.
Actually, genuinely crazy.
That is mental, mate.
It's phenomenal. It's just, I cannot explain it to you. If you've never experienced Isaac before, please do, seriously.
Even I'm itching to get on it now, Bish. I've been talking about them. Oof.
And the reason why it's such an acquired taste is because it generally is a hard game. It is a hard game.
Yes, it can get, especially the first level's not, the first area is not too bad, but when you start getting deeper and deeper, it's like, oof.
It's honestly, the thing that's interesting about Isaac is it starts like, it's not actually great for new players because there's so much nuance. Like there's so much stuff in there that's like really difficult to find out. But when you do, you're like, oh my god! Like it makes it so much more fun to play. Like secret rooms and like you've got like all of these different like rooms to like better your experience, like curse rooms and stuff like that. And these all play into the overall experience. It's a bit sort of randomized. They've got a bit of like a randomized layout and stuff like that as well, which makes it more interesting.
Yeah, keep showing your toes on it. It's really Bishop, mate. It's the greatest game ever made.
At least in mine.
No, mate. I told you to bring the greatest game ever made. You did, mate. And I can't say I'm not surprised because I watched you stream. Me personally, has watched you stream hours of this game.
It was pretty obvious.
And it was right. I was on the wall. I think, from an outside perspective, it is the right decision for you. Do you know what I mean? Because you were all over this game. And I think anything else wouldn't have been just.
Before we wrap up, though.
Yeah, go on.
Jason asked me, but why not Monster Hunter?
Who's Jason?
Jason is Tutti Free.
I thought you meant an S5. Sorry, Tutti Free. Go on. Why not? Why Monster Hunter here?
Monster Hunter
is
really, really weird to me, right?
Go on.
Because at the moment that I play it, fantastic, really fun, really enjoy it. But it's like, it's never, unlike World, where World is like, you know how World has got like this just. The world feels alive, right?
Yeah. I played a little bit of a lot of Monster Hunter. Does that make sense? So I played that when you came around that time. We played Monster Hunter 3. Fucking hell, now you're asking me. Try something. The one for the Wii U.
Yep.
Yeah. I played a little bit of Rise. I played a little bit of World. I played a little bit of something else. I can't remember. I'm sorry, but I played a little bit of a lot. So I can I'm sort of following, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sorry, carry on.
So like, for me, the world of Monster Hunter is what makes it really special. And
Rathalos, obviously.
Instead of the game like them bringing out a new game every year, in my personal opinion, it should be just a consistent expansion every single time.
So you think
because the
Monster
world
Hunter
of Monster Hunter is so interesting, but they've never really tapped properly into it, and it upsets me to see that so much because like it's a phenomenal idea and the concept's there.
I know what you mean.
And the gameplay's fantastic, really good. Like the gameplay loop is great.
Yeah, I like in Rise with the mechanic of the fucking whip, the whip lasso thing, whatever it is.
I have a different opinion on that. Actually.
You do? Does that detract from the OG experience for you?
A little bit.
Okay, that's fair enough. I haven't played it enough to come to. Okay, if I would have gone back and then carried on, I imagine I would have been in the same boat as you, mate. But as someone that doesn't really play it, I quite like just
at first glance. Yes, I agree. It's like it's one of those things that's very cool. It just allows you to get around map and stuff easier and quicker and stuff like that. But for me, the big reason why Monster Hunter is so good is it's almost like you're playing a game of chess with one boss,
right?
For like, let's say, however long you fight the monster for. It's like, especially this is the reason why the old school ones for me are they're just more for me than the new ones.
But if you were to put a Monster Hunter game on this list, which one would it be? Sorry.
Oh, that's hard.
So if you were to put it at 11, so let's say, which one?
4 Ultimate, I think.
4 Ultimate, okay.
4 Ultimate.
I think I know. Is that on? Which one?
DS.
What's that on? Yeah, 3DS. I thought so. That's what I was going to get, I think. Doesn't matter. Sorry, Bish. Carry on, mate.
No, it's fine. Yeah, like that sort of dance between you and the monster, or you and 3 and 3 other people and the monster. Like it's such a special experience. And that's great. But there's nothing much more than that. It's just that's kind of the loop, and it's just that's it. And that's don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic loop.
Yeah.
But
I know what you mean.
Yeah, I don't know. They just don't really innovate in any other direction. If that
what's the term? What's on the store? What's it called? The turn-based one with the.
Oh, Monster Hunter Stories.
Yeah, is that? Do you like that one, or is that?
I never played the first one, and then but the second one is really good. I played a lot of it actually. Really
is that relatively new? That one is it?
Yeah, it's very new actually. I'm pretty sure it was only a few years.
Yeah. Because I quite fancy that one.
It's fantastic. A lot of people like it. A lot of people like it, and it is actually really generally quite a good experience. Generally, I would recommend it if you.
Yeah, and to sort of move the goalpost a little bit. Did you ever play Pokemon Legends Arceus?
A little bit. I've got it, and I played I think if I play a half an hour to an hour, I think.
Right, I fucking buzz off that game, but that game is Pokemon trying to be Monster Hunter-ish.
That's the one where you capture Pokemon properly, isn't it? Like a bit sort of gritty, a bit sort
lack of a better term, yeah. Where you basically, it's like a third-person action game where you sort of.
I really like the concept. I really like the concept.
And it's sort of as you get further into the game, it's set out like a Monster Hunter game. You go out on expeditions and come back, and go out and come back. Which I imagine. I just wondered if you played a bit more of it, but it's cool if you haven't, mate. It's very good, mate. Me and Jade loved it. Yeah.
No, fantastic. Honestly, it's
so
really good.
F Monster Hunter, mate. Didn't make this top 10. But Bishop, mate. Anything else you want to add to anything?
Not much else, really.
No.
I think that's probably about it for me for today's list.
It's a beautiful list, mate. It is a beautiful list. I appreciate it. Mate, I appreciate your time. Especially on a Friday night, mate. You've got stuff to be doing, mate.
It's been a pleasure to be on again.
Nice one. Yeah, like I said, especially on a Friday night, I really do appreciate it. Everyone in the chat, Turtle, who else is in there? Skits, Luke, everyone. Jam if you're there. My beautiful girlfriend, everyone. Just fucking chill. Thank you for staying this long. Thank you for listening to Bish ramble on about the games he loves.
Thank you for just listening to me fucking.
Yeah. No, I listen to you all day long, mate. Don't you worry about it. But it's getting a bit hot in here, mate. I don't know about you. I'm slapped.
Dying all day. I'm entire dying. It's so warm.
Turtle nearly fell asleep, but having a good time. So that's all that matters, mate. Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, do you agree with Bishop's list? You probably do, because it is the definitive top 10 list. Like, subscribe, share with your friends. You can as well. Anyone in the chat now, anyone watching on YouTube, chat on Twitter, whatever. If you want to come on and do your top 10, just talk about video games with me for an hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever. Get in touch, mate, and we'll sort it out. But yeah, Bishop, mate, you're the best. How's the music going? You said you not got any gigs lined up, have you?
Yeah, we're just trying to get better, basically. Until like the end of.
I feel that, mate.
Of next year, and then we're going to be.
Yeah, I feel that, mate. Yeah, I wish you the best of luck with that. I know you're really passionate about music. You work really hard, so the best of luck. I know it can be a bastard as well to get noticed. Do you know what I mean? It's like because it's so competitive, isn't it? The field. So.
Just, at the end of the day, mate, if you don't enjoy it, then there's no point.
Exactly. It's like Bruce Dickinson says. He said a quote. What the fuck? You're a knobhead.
Oh, you still streaming?
Yeah.
Not back.
We're about to wrap it up now.
Literally wrap it up, mate.
What was 3, 2, and 1?
What do you think 3, 2, 1 were first?
Yeah, do they go
Halo was definitely in there.
What?
Okay.
Sorry.
Halo was definitely in there.
Which Halo?
Okay.
Bish, Halo 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, go on.
I really don't know the other two.
Don't look at the stream.
What's the genre of them?
It's a game that Bishop never, ever, 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 ever,
Oh,
ever
Binding
played.
of Isaac. Of
There it
course.
is.
And the other game is the best-selling video game of all time.
The other game's the best video game of all time.
Best-selling.
Selling video game of all time.
It is the best video game ever made, but like Lego, but not Lego. Biggest game of the world.
Enough. Minecraft, yeah.
There you go. Fucking hell.
Fair enough.
I'm not a funny.
So what order was that? What was
What do
3,
you
2,
think the
1?
order was? Who we testing, Bish, mate? What do you think? What do you think
Minecraft top.
Ooh, no.
No.
Oh no, I thought that's how you said it. Okay.
Okay. What's number 3?
Halo's number 1.
Halo is not number 1.
You've not got one right yet, mate.
Okay, Binding of Isaac, Halo, Minecraft.
Yes. Then the rest. I assume you've still got it open.
I do, yeah.
Jam comes and goes when he wants. Everybody, pleasure. We're really going this time. I promise you.
Yeah,
Bishop, all the best, mate. You're always welcome on. Just let me know if you want ever want to come on. Just jump in the chat. Jam, you'll just be here anyway. You're part of the furniture, you know. You're the sofa everyone sits on in the back, mate. That's what she said. Peace out, guys. I'll be back next week to talk about some stuff. Talk about a Nintendo Direct or something. I'll see you in a bit. Up the toffees. Keep it casual. See you later.